In the long run, you can't bet against investors because arguably they own these public companies, so they are going to get their way. It's just a matter of time. And I think the SEC, because of the 2020 rule and the response of companies was pretty bad, meaning, all right, companies, you decide, people are mostly material. You can, by the way, you can choose to say that people are not material. I don't think any public company's ever done that. Because that would be really bad. But they say you decide what the material metrics are and you report them. And the additional disclosures have been almost nil, with the exception of diversity, which was already a movement that was taking shape.
Right.
So companies have not stepped forward to offer up anything, and I think that was also a very poor move on their part, and individual. And I agree, and I understand why. You coined it really well. If legal leads the party, hey, let's disclose nothing new because anything we disclose could have risk. So let's keep risk as low as we can. Unfortunately, there's already a ton of risk. You can't include in your reporting and your proxies all these stated risks in your list of risks for your disclosures, and they have all this boilerplate, great risks on people, and no metrics about how you're managing or mitigating any of those risks. So you can't state a risk and then absolutely hide everything about it. And I think what the SEC proposal would be, which is really just 4 areas: turnover, headcount, labor cost, and diversity, maybe something on like internal hires or promotions, is frankly really good basic information that most companies have. And so I don't know that the cost will be that prohibitive. And certainly, if anything, it should put CEO pay ratio back in its place, which is a lesser metric that people shouldn't be relying on, because this other information would give far greater insight. And I think that's just going to be table stakes going forward, particularly when you consider, where all the value is created by people today. 10 people in a room with good internet could be the next unicorn billion-dollar company going public. Right. And you didn't have that. And, when earlier SEC rules and Reg SK was created, it was all manufacturing and industrial.